they're going to mock you anyway.
Right.
They're going to make fun of you anyway, whether you fail or succeed.
That's right. Yeah.
So the heck with them.
yeah.
Just keep moving forward.
Right.
And man, if you don't, a lot of times, you know, when I build a vehicle, you know, I have a general idea how I want to take it, but I'm also open to changes. You know, as I'm moving through it, and as things get revealed to me, you know, the Lord leads me on these things. It's kind of like, you know, this is the way I want to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and you never know what's going to come up. And
I feel like, okay, I will ask you the question, and I don't think that you're if you're like me, you won't have the answer, but you will at least be food for thought. So as you're moving along that path, how do you know how much to press, and how do you know how much to sit back and let Him facilitate what's going to happen next? And what one thing?
yeah, it's a good question.
And
It's a really good question.
And it's yeah, that's a very difficult one. So I read a devotional today. It was talking about Abraham and Sarah. Of course, it was Abram, and you know it was before, and Hagar.
yeah,
And that, you know, the Lord said, "You're going to have a child," and they're
Yeah.
like, "Well, we're getting old." And Sarah says, "Well, just have her, and you go have a child," and it
Yeah.
creates real issues.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're like, "Well, maybe it's my job to step up and to facilitate this thing." And it kind of comes back around, and what we're talking about is it's like as you move forward through these steps, it's like how much do you press, and then how much is too much? How much are you just getting in His way that He's trying to work things out in your life?
Yeah.
And that's a tough one, man.
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
And the only answer that I've got to that, what has worked for me in that, is this is where you have to rely on the leading of the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know it, it's just, you know. And the thing is, whenever you start getting into a field of doubt,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing. So that's a good telltale sign. If you're acting out of doubt, then you might want to hold on. But then there's some times where you're like, well, I don't know for sure.
Right.
So then it's like, well, then you try it. Because the thing is, I have found that the Lord will pull you back. He'll make it really clear.